Hello, fellow gamers. I am your host, Brent Justice, and welcome to TheFPSReview.com's YouTube channel. Today, I have another quick look at a video card. Now, we have the full review of this video card up on our website, so check it out at www.TheFPSReview.com. Today, I have the ASUS ROG STRIX GeForce GTX 1650 Super O4G gaming video card. Now, there are two other versions of this video card. There's a 4G and an A4G version. The 4G has a reference clock speed, but it is still an ROG STRIX version, and the A4G has a slightly higher boosted clock speed, and it is still an ROG STRIX version. Now, the one I have today is the O4G. This is the highest clocked boost clock that ASUS has based on the GeForce GTX 1650 Super GPU. So this represents the best they have in that lineup. The official MSRP on this video card is $169.99. However, online prices have been a bit inflated lately, and the video card has been hard to find. If you cannot find the video card or the price is above what you want to pay, look toward the A4G version. It is not, its boost clock is not as high, but it should overclock the same as this one does. And that is one reason why you would buy this video card, is for the overclocking performance of it. This video card is built to overclock and built to take the GTX 1650 Super as far as possible. So let's take the box off and reveal the video card. There she is. Not as big as you would have thought, huh? Normally, ASUS's ROG STRIX versions have a triple fan design. This one is dual fan, as you can see. It is much smaller, but it's just not needed on the GTX 1650 Super to have a big triple fan setup. Believe me, this keeps it plenty cool, both default and out of the box overclocking, and you will see that if you check out our review. Check out our temperatures that we got on this. They are pretty good. Let's quickly go over the specifications before we jump into looking around the video card. This is based on NVIDIA's GeForce GTX 1650 Super TU116 GPU. That's based on the Turing architecture at 12 nanometers. It has 1280 CUDA cores, 32 ROPs, and 80 TMUs. Now, a reference boost clock for this card is 1725. However, ASUS has this O4G version at 1785 boost clock. Now, because of the way NVIDIA GPU Boost works, because of the extra power delivery and the cooling, this can actually boost way beyond that boost clock when you're gaming. So to see what that boost clock is, check out our review, and you'll be surprised how high we actually got it running just doing nothing and playing games. It actually runs well above 1785. You'll be surprised on that. Now, this does have 4 gigabytes of GDDR6 at 12 gigahertz on a 128-bit bus, giving it 192 gigabytes a second of memory bandwidth. Yes, it's a 4 gigabyte video card. It's under $200. It's $169 MSRP, and that means it's going to give you a 1080p gameplay experience. This is not a 1440p card. This is a 1080p card. But with the overclocking, we can really raise the performance of the GPU and memory bandwidth up so that the 1080p experience is better. But just be wary of that 4 gigabytes. That's what it has. That is, however, comparable and compatible with the competition, because their Radeon RX 5500 XT also is 4 gigabytes at 169. So that's the competition to this, and it matches perfectly. All right, let's talk about the video card itself here. As you can see, it is a dual fan, not triple fan. However, it is using ASUS's new axial fan technology, just like their triple fan variants. That means the actual hub is smaller, which means longer fan blades, and it's got a ring barrier that creates extra static pressure. So this thing produces a lot of airflow, even though it's only 2 fans. So it's got the newer fan technology that allows it to do that. The heatsink on this, of course, completely customized, is ASUS's DirectCU2 heatsink setup. You can probably see it best from this angle. You've seen this heatsink on previous ASUS products. It is their DirectCU2 heatsink. What this has is it's got two heat pipes that make direct contact with the GPU, and they are copper, so it's a copper connection directly onto the GPU. Heat is transferred to this side, heat is transferred to this side. Quite simply, it's just not any more complex than that. It's a simple design, but keep in mind this is a GTX 1650 Super GPU, so you don't need an extreme amount of cooling. Again, you'll be surprised how well this thing actually keeps cool. So check out our review for that. It does require a 6-pin power connector, so you do need a little extra power there. It has a steel frame around it and a full back plate. So even though it's a sub $200 video card, you're getting a very robust and well-built video card, one that is rigid and solid and stable and built with the highest of standards from ASUS. So you're not really skimping out on anything here. You're getting the whole package, even though it's a sub $200 video card. Some notable features to show you on that here. Might be a little hard to see in the video, but let's see if we can see it right here. There's a switch. This is a dual BIOS switch. That's right, this video card has a dual BIOS. So in the standard performance mode, it has a more aggressive fan profile. In quiet mode, it has a less aggressive fan profile. Now the default mode it ships in is performance mode. The thing is, you're probably not going to be switching this thing to the quiet mode. You're spending all this money on a video card to get the most performance out of it and to get the highest overclocking out of it. You're not going to want to pull that back. You're going to want that at its full performance. So most people are probably going to keep this at performance mode. Also, the fans just aren't loud anyway, so there's really no need to switch it to the quiet mode. But it's nice having the dual BIOS there. There is also an on-off switch, this little on-off switch you can press right here. What that does is that controls the ASUS ROG RGB. This little logo right here, that's RGB. That'll light up different colors. You can control this in software with ASUS ROG, or you can turn this off by hitting that button on the back and not even have the RGB. So it does have that little bit of RGB on there. It's not a lot. Again, it's an under $200 video card. Okay, even though it's under $200, you're still getting some really neat features like ASUS Fan Connect 2. This little header here allows you to connect fans to this video card and control them by GPU temperature and software. That's a feature you usually find on the higher end cards, yet this sub $200 one has that. And that is really the thing about this, is you're getting a lot for under $200. It of course supports ASUS GPU Tweak 2, so you can overclock it in software and have all that control. There's even an easy overclock button in the software that takes it to 1815 boost just with a one click. But of course, manually overclocking it, you'll get the highest overclock. Other features of this video card, of course, we've got 2 HDMI and 2 DisplayPort. So plenty of connectivity for all of your displays. And this is an ASUS ROG Strix, so it has a custom printed circuit board. The entire circuit board is custom built with custom hardware. That means this has the ASUS Super Alloy Power 2 on it. So that means it has the premium capacitors, Dr. Moss power stages, alloy core chokes, and a beefed up power delivery system. So it's all custom high-end components on it that should last a long time and be able to take the abuse of overclocking. And then of course the big thing here is that this video card is short. It's not long, and that is a big advantage because you can put it in many different sized cases this way. It can fit in much smaller cases. If we put our ruler right here, you'll see that it goes right past almost to 9.5. And actually, if we go by the official specifications on ASUS's webpage, the card length is 9.6 inches long. So prepare for a card of that length. That's pretty short. That's pretty good. That means it will fit in many cases. It has a 5.1 inch depth and a 1.9 inch height, and it fits in a 2.4 slot space or area. This is a great little video card for under $200. And again, the reason why you would want to buy this would be to get a high factory default performance on the GTX 1650 Super, and then to be able to overclock the core and the memory as high as possible. Now in our review, we do all that. So you want to check out our review for the total overclock we got, which is impressive, the default GPU frequency, and the temperatures that we got on this video card. And for the comparisons, we compared this video card to the competition. We took a factory overclocked Radeon RX 5500 XT and compared it directly to this video card. And we overclocked this video card and we looked at the ability of it to see if it can exceed the performance of a factory overclocked Radeon RX 5500 XT when this is overclocked. That's an interesting performance factor to compare, and we did that in our review. We also included a regular ASUS ROG Strix GTX 1650 non-super in the review as well. That way you can see from an upgrade path what the GTX 1650 Super versus a GTX 1650 offers in performance. And both video cards are ASUS ROG Strix, and they're both factory overclocked. So we're looking at factory overclock versus factory overclock GTX 1650 versus GTX 1650 Super. A really great comparison and a really unique comparison there. So there are several good comparisons in our review in performance. If you are interested in a video card under $200, you will definitely want to check out our review. Again, that's at www.TheFPSReview.com. I will put a link in the description below. Also, make sure to like this video if you like what you see here. Subscribe to our channel if you want to see more of this, and leave a comment below on what you think of this video card. As always, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.